Hey guys, as you can tell from the title of this video is going to be about some things I made to thicken up my daughter's hair. So first we're just going to start with this aloe vera leaf. I'm just going to cut off the ends of it and slice it open. So I did a lot of research on things on what's going to be good to thicken up her hair because she has really thin hair. And so aloe is supposed to be good for thickening hair because it helps repair dead skin cells on the scalp. It also contains vitamin A, C, and E, which promotes cell growth. It also contains vitamin B12 and folic acid, which helps strengthen the hair. So along with having great slip for detangling the hair, I'm hoping that this will help make her hair thicker. Everything that I'm adding in these ingredients are going to be for thickening the hair. So anything else you might want to change up if that's not really your problem. As you can see, like, it's super slimy and it has a tinge of red, but that just depends on the plant that you're using. And I'm just going to put it in a blender and blend it up so I don't have any chunks. So then I'm just going to strain it using a stocking cap. Some people use nut milk bags or whatever, but this is what I have. So I'm just going to strain it into a mason jar. And it's going to look white and foamy right now, but after it sits, it'll turn clear. So I'm just going to be boiling some carrots so they're super soggy. Carrots contain a whole bunch of vitamins which improves circulation and strengthens the hair. It also moisturizes the scalp, allowing for follicles to thrive. So I'm just going to cook those until they're mushy. Carrots are very good for growing hair from what I've looked up. I'm also going to be making some super mushy rice. I'm just going to cook the rice that I have on hand, which is jasmine rice, and keep adding more water until it absorbs, and then add more water until it's as mushy as possible. I'm then just going to blend up the carrots. So just about 10-20 seconds until it's as mushed up and fine as possible. And then I'm going to strain it and separate it into two separate batches and add oil to one of them. And I'm going to let that soak to become a carrot-infused oil. So rosemary has anti-inflammatory properties and it helps improve circulation, promotes hair growth by nourishing the follicles and rejuvenating the nerves in the scalp. I'm just going to put about 20 or so, well, I don't know, a lot of drops of that in there. Tea tree helps reduce dandruff while keeping hand and strong. It prevents buildup of dead skin cells on the hair follicles, which helps moisturize the scalp and keep it healthy. I'm going to put a whole bunch of drops of that in there too. I'm now adding peppermint oil, which is an antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory. It helps blood flow, which in turn nurtures the hair growth. I'm sure you all know about peppermint oil by now. Plus, it smells really good. I'm going to add a whole bunch of that in there as well. So I'm just going to shake that up, put a lid on, and let that sit in my cabinet overnight until I feel it's, until the next day, basically. so now that my rice is super mushy, I'm going to put that into a container, and then I'm going to actually add some water on top of that and let that ferment in my cabinet as well for a while. I'm then going to add the remainder of the carrot into my blender. This is the first step of making the hair mask slash deep conditioner slash protein treatment, whole bunch of other stuff. I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to take the fermented rice water that's set overnight, that's all mushy. I'm going to put the water in the mushy rice in there as well. It looks disgusting going in, but yeah. Now I'm going to add some of that aloe vera gel that I had. I'm not going to add all of it. I'm going to save some of it for the shampoo that I'll be making next, but I'm going to put a good amount of it inside. Now I'm going to add some MSM powder that we all know is great for hair growth. I'm now going to add a little bit of hibiscus tea. Hibiscus is rich in amino acids, which nourish and strengthen the hair. It also is antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory. It supplements hair proteins to help thicken and strengthen hair. I'm also just going to add all the same oils that I added before to the carrot oil. I'm just going to use all those same oils, and I'll be using those same oils throughout all the mask and shampoo and the hair butter that I made. So this is what the hair mask looks like afterwards. It looks freaking delicious. I do wish I would have strained it though, because there was little chunks of rice in there. So if you do it, I would recommend that you strain it before putting it onto the hair. So using that leftover aloe vera gel that I told you about earlier, I'm going to go ahead and make the shampoo. I'm going to start by just adding some coconut milk. Coconut milk contains lauric acid, which helps penetrate the hair easily. It is high in protein, which your hair is made of, and also has a whole bunch of other vitamins, which is going to help strengthen the hair. I'm also going to add some pure Castile soap. This is peppermint flavored, so I don't add any extra peppermint in there, but yeah, I'm just going to add a bit of that in there, and I'll show you how much I use. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of that hibiscus tea, which when it mixes with the coconut milk, it changes color, which turns really pretty, that you guys will see better later. But yeah, I'm just basically eyeballing all of these things. I don't actually know how much. I'm just letting my ancestors tell me when I need to stop, and that's when I'm stopping. Again, adding all the same oils because I just trying to get her hair to thicken up, which you'll see her hair later. The sides are thin and her parting is thin, just naturally thin hair. So that's why I'm just using things that are going to help with that. Okay, so I'm just going to mix it up, and look how pretty the color is. It literally turned out so pretty. I love this color. But yeah, so that's what the shampoo looks like. Okay, so now onto the carrot hair butter that I'm making. So I'm just going to take that carrot oil that I soaked overnight, and I'm going to strain it into another hair cap or nut bag, whatever you want to use. So I'm just going to push that in there and just try to squeeze out as much of the oil. Also a little bit of puree gets in there, but it's fine. I'm now going to add some chibi butter, which is supposed to, retain length. I ordered this online from Yaya's Creation, so I'm just going to put a couple of scoops of that in there. Now I'm going to add some virgin coconut oil. It has all the same properties as the coconut milk. So after I put a couple of scoops in there, then I'm just going to melt it. You can melt however you want. You really should double boil it, but I didn't. I microwaved it, but it's still melting, so there you go. This is what it looks like afterwards. I'm just going to let this cool. Oh, wait, nope. I'm going to add some Innocent in there as well. Stir that up, and then I'm going to let it cool before I start whipping it. This is what it looks like after hand whipping it for about 10 minutes. Yeah, definitely use a hand mixer. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I use all the products that I need today. So first I'm just going to rinse off my daughter's hair. And then I'm going to add some of the shampoo you need. Just right on top. I don't have an applicator bottle, so I'm just going to pour it right on top just like that. Again, the color is so pretty, and it soaks up super fast, which I love. It made her hair feel super soft, like I could detangle it with just the shampoo in. So I was really excited about that, and it also was moisturizing. When I rinsed it out, it still didn't feel super drying or like too clean or squeaky clean, but it did still feel clean. And I looked into her scalp, and her scalp didn't have any dandruff or anything like that. So I think it did a good job. Okay, so I'm just gonna rinse it out, and you can see here what I mean by her edges being a little thin. I mean, she's only 4, so it's not like ridiculously thin, and her hair is a lot finer texture than mine, but I just want to do as much as I can to just thicken it and strengthen it while she's young and get her into those good habits of taking care of her hair. Okay, so now I'm just going to use her brother's shirt to kind of dry it a little bit and soak up some of that water. I don't want it to be too watery when I put the mask on. So just drying it a little bit, and then I'm just going to again pour the mask right on top, and you will see the little rice granules, which I really wish I would have strained it before. But yeah, next time I use this, I definitely will strain it. Since I didn't use any preservatives, it's only going to last about 2 weeks. But I will be doing this regimen with her for a month, and then come back in a month and show you guys what her hair is looking like, if it looks any thicker, or anything that I've noticed after using this regimen. I'm just going to put this shower cap on and let her walk around the house for about an hour or so. So it's been 2 hours, and I'm just going to feel her hair, and it feels so soft. And as you can see, it's so easy to detangle. It's just like gliding right through her hair. And that just made me super happy already. I was feeling really excited about this. So yeah, I'm just going to rinse her hair out. I'm not going to really detangle it. I just wanted to show you guys that. I'm just going to rinse her hair out and move on to the next step. This is what her hair looks like after it's been air drying for a while. As you can see, it looks pretty clean, and also you can see her parts are really thick. So that's what I mean by her hair being thick. That's what you can tell. So I'm just going to take some of my Girl Plus hair leave-in conditioner. I'm going to put some of that on her roots and also on her hair strand and rub that in. So we were doing a twist out, and I didn't try to take any time with the parts or anything because I didn't want her hair to like have permanent parts or anything from parting it too much. So I just did loose parts, and I'm gonna split that section in half. I'm gonna do 8 braids, and I'm gonna take some melanin hair care, long lasting, elongating, twist butter, I don't know, a whole bunch of words. And I'm gonna put that on there and just smooth that on. And now I'm just gonna use some of my carrot butter mix. Take a little bit of that. You can see the texture, it's pretty smooth. I did put it in the refrigerator for a little bit. Rub that in my hands and put that on her hair. And I'm gonna make sure that I get it good on to her ends. And also I'm gonna take just a little bit more and rub that onto her actual scalp. Then I'm just gonna comb through and twist it up. Okay, so you can see her twist do look super juicy and moisturized. You can see the back of her hair is shorter, and that's because she wanted an undercut 6 months ago, and so we shaved her hair, but it's growing back. I'll insert a picture of her hair being cut. But you can see the length that it is now and the length of her hair. So we'll see in a month if it grows or thickens or what happens. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again in a month.